Look at all these food items. Do they look familiar to you? Yes, you may have eaten or seen them during the Chinese New Year and Valentine's Day period. But there is something common about all these food items. Not known to many of us, all these products contain palm oil in their composition. You may wonder then, how can consuming such a product cause any considerable damage to the earth? For instance, I am just one person. How can my actions account for any impact? The planting of palm oil results in tropical deforestation, as large tracts of forest are obliterated and razed away indiscriminately. These practices have led to the subsequent loss of biodiversity like orangutans and Sumatran tigers. Well, I believe we all recall the 2015 haze episodes where schools were shut down due to high pollutants in the environment. Respiratory problems were also at the all-time high, with people rushing to buy air purifiers during haze periods. One solution adopted by the European Union is the blanket ban on the consumption of palm oil. But as a society, and most importantly as an individual, is this the wisest approach? Let us hear some insights from Benjamin Tay, the director of a local non-profit organization, People's Movement to Stop Haze.
Compared to any other oil crop, for example, canola, rapeseed, cottonseed, olive oil, right? Palm oil is actually the most efficient one in terms of land use. Which means to say that any alternative, if we switch out of palm oil, any alternative would be less environmentally friendly, right? Which is what we don't want. We don't want to be using more land to develop these agricultural crops. Based on that fact, that palm oil is actually the most land-efficient oil crop, we should not be looking at alternatives. Rather, we should actually be looking at how to improve the agricultural practices that involve the production of palm oil.
With that in mind, is it possible then to marry sustainability agendas with the production of palm oil?
Actually, there is a solution. Palm oil is the most commonly used oil in our restaurants in Singapore. A survey that PM Haze did a couple of years ago, we found that about 90% of restaurants use palm oil in their cooking oil. Alright, so apart from that, palm oil is also used in many different products that can be found in our supermarkets. So according to a WWF survey, there are about 50% of products available in supermarkets that use palm oil. And right now, the internationally accepted standard is the RSPO, the Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil, follows the NDPE principles. And what that means is that they abide by no deforestation rules, no new development of peatland, no social exploitation, and of course, finally, for the most important criteria that is important for people living in Singapore and in our region is the fact that RSPO certified sustainable palm oil actually does not allow burning to be a clearance method for production. This will positively impact how much haze we actually experience in Singapore as well as our neighbouring region.
With most of the consumer products containing palm oil in its composition, our daily interaction with palm oil is here to stay in the long run. But is there anything we can do as a consumer to practice sustainability in our daily lifestyles?
Of course, one way is to look out for the label, the RSPO label on these products. What we believe in is that palm oil can be sustainable, palm oil can be produced in a responsible way. Consumers can actually support these products by looking out for these labels. Another way that consumers can do it is to actually log on to our website pmhaze.org, and they can actually download a supermarket guide that actually contains all the products that use 100% sustainable palm oil. We are also running a campaign in Singapore to encourage food establishments to use sustainable palm oil. So that is one way where consumers can actually play a part at either dining at these haze-free food stands. You can actually contact us via our website, pmhaze.org/foodstand. And from that website, you can actually fill out a form to tell us that you want to find out if your favorite restaurant uses sustainable palm oil, and we'll actually contact these restaurants on your behalf.
Well, that sums it all. As an individual, we may feel tiny against larger social environmental issues like haze events. But as a collective, we can sing a tune demanding our rights to consciously practice sustainable lifestyle habits. Let us do our part for the environment, support RSPO products, and don't forget to visit the official website of People's Movement to Stop Haze. We are Tim Spoff, and until then, see you next time.